So then they got to talking about hormone and metabolic changes in the brain itself, which this is not by any means my area of expertise as far as like what the different pieces of the brain do. So this, I did get some help with, good old Google to make sure I was like as clear as possible without having that expertise. But PET scans are showing that in PTSD, glucose metabolism changes, not always higher or lower, right? So we see reduced glucose metabolism, so there's less energy being spent in the regions of the brain that control executive function, memory, emotional processing, decision making, and then fear and stress regulation. And then we're seeing in higher activity in the part of the brain that is detecting threats. So we have maybe an overreactive threat detection. So things that normally don't feel threatening are feeling threatening, and then we can't downregulate that and go, it's actually okay. As of right now, there is very, very, very limited research on the brain activity and metabolic syndrome in the areas of the brain that affect trauma response. There is research on glucose metabolism in areas of the brain related to metabolic syndrome, but not in those specific areas, if that makes sense. So I just, again, I think we're talking more about trauma here, so I didn't really kind of go into all of that, but you can read the article a little bit more if you want. Additionally, when we're going through all of these, most PTSD research is done on soldiers. With reason, I'm not saying that's bad, but it's also leaving out a big portion of the population that does have PTSD. They arguably are going to be better conditioned to have different muscle and fat sores and all those other things that they have going on at a physical level that maybe we don't have in the general population. So we do have to keep that in mind, that not all PTSD research is applicable, or not all responses are the same in everybody that has PTSD.